was awesome, you know, I was perfectly happy to have that position for the rest of my life.
Being company secretary.
Sure. Just being on Mad Men was fine, you know. I knew that she was going to have a storyline because she had to get pregnant, so I had to wear all this padding with my costumes.
You know that you were pregnant.
So I did, yeah, because they had to put all this padding over like, you know, 6-7 episodes or whatever it was.
We had a bunch of stages for the costume.
Yeah, there were like 5 stages.
And we shot out of order because John was on another show.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So he brought me into his office before we started the first season and told me what was going to happen. So I knew I would have something to do on the first season, but I had no way of knowing that she was, you know, going to get promoted or that she was going to become a copywriter, and certainly no way of knowing that she was going to become such a big presence on the show. I still honestly don't think of her as that big of a presence. I think of it as so much of an ensemble. So I had no idea, which I think is probably for the best, you know, because I was able to sort of keep her naive and constantly surprised.
Exactly.
And Elizabeth deserves a compliment for many things, but especially for, you know, it was a very high-risk thing to take the young, beautiful ingenue. You know, we made her, we gave her the bangs, all of this in the pilot, and she was just game. She's like, I don't care what it is, you know, I like the clothes and everything, I like this girl, I like this character. And Peggy is the other story in the pilot. She is. And it's her first day. She's a very, you know, they're sharing the focus of that pilot. But when I told her about gaining weight and that eventually it was going to be a pregnancy and she'd deliver this baby, that a lot of people would just say, I don't want to do that. Unless they're really an actor and they realize how juicy it's going to be. And that's what she said. So I knew right away that we were going to have a great relationship because, not because I ordered her to do it, but because I had this really high-risk, crazy idea that was based on the fact that this character was being sexualized at work, and what was she going to do? She was going to gain weight. She was going to put on a suit of physical armor, and then at the end of it, it would turn out that she was actually pregnant.
I had no idea that she was pregnant anyway. I'm sorry about the spoilers. Some of
Season 1.
The show, but...
There's no Kaiser Soze also, by the way. There's no Kaiser Soze. If we're having a spoiler.
Exactly. It's not that kind of show. John, you were already a seasoned TV actor. You had been in Desperate Housewives, Ed, Law & Order, Will and Grace. How would you describe working with Matthew? How was it?